Hello, stream started. Hello.
Hello. Excuse me. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. That entrance is always so scary. So, I started making something. I think it's not a good idea, but remember the stealth game I say I wanted to make? Well, finally my desires won. So I started to making it. And then I noticed the main character is going to have a nonsensical amount of animations. Because I have a peak, I have a peek through door, I have a crawl, I have a crawl on the floor, climbing, jumping, a specific directional jumping. I have special items, special animations, roll landing, jumping backwards, forwards, changing directions, looking around. That is just movement. It's going to have like easily 5 times any like game I have made so far, and that's just for the player. That is without counting any other asset. Yeah. Animating during the worm? It actually wouldn't feel like out of place. So I just realized how like nonsensical that the commitment in art that game is. Yeah. So it's going to be annoying. Not annoying. I don't know what this feeling is. It's like, it's a daunting task. But I have this like weird itch to make it. It's tedious, but I want to make it for some reason. And then I started to make the first sprite just to fill things out. Because mind you, I have not made art for a 2D game. Side scroller at the style of Hollow Knight ever, right? I'm smacking my desk. So I started to make the first sprite, right? Well, I came to realize I have no knowledge of anatomy. But I'm really fucking good at imitating. It actually looks pretty good. The only issue is that I cannot like make hands or feet to save myself, to save my life. But somehow I managed to make like somewhat good looking hands and feet, given like the resolution, right? Good enough, I would say. But it took me forever to do it. So I have come to notice that I'm really, 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 really good at imitating. Because at first I was like completely failing awfully at everything, right? And then I just decided, hey, how about I look up a reference, right? So I checked one reference that I liked, and I was like, okay, this art style is pretty close to what I want. I'm not going to show it yet. So I started to copy it, right? Not like tracing, just like replicating the art style. Just like being like, okay, they have the arms this thick. There is a curve here. There is shadows here. The character is this tall. The face is done this way. The hands are done like this. The shoulders are in these proportions, right? And somehow I produce something passable. I have no idea how that happened. I was just like I said, copying, right? So then I'm wondering, should I be doing that? Because my character in the Zelda project, basically I stole the art style from Holocure, right? And it looks really good. Huh. It has me thinking. Because a lot of the art in the game, I'm basically just winging it. Is it really still just the art style? Technically not. But what to call it? For example, the in-stream art is 100% original. I didn't copy anything, right? I didn't use any references beyond my own character. And it took me forever to make that thing. Like what? 6 months? More? But copying the art style, I managed to pull this fairly good looking thing, like in a few hours. Huh. Now I'm questioning if I should like just look up a bunch of references and try to like imitate. I don't know, it's weird. Because there is this side of me that is like, no, I want it to be 1000% original, right? And the other side of me is like, you are going to end up with like that other VTuber that has been making one game for 15 years. And it's not really like stealing or copying, because I just like learn from what they did. I see what they did, what doesn't look good, what looks good, how they did it, and I replicate it. So it's more like I'm like tapping on their experience to like skip levels, basically. It's weird. And now that makes me think that maybe I can do it better, even. I just need the right reference. Huh. Now I'm questioning, what about an animation? If I were to like grab an episode of Fate, or one of those like shonen manga that are like crazy good animated, like One Punch Man, and I use the animations as reference, what would happen? Because you see, my art was like progressing so slow at the start that I started to think that my only exit was to trace, right? But now I'm not so sure. Huh. Oh yeah, the in-betweens I learned basically following the concept, the counsel of Sakurai, the creator of Kirby. He made this YouTube series where he explains how he makes a game, and there was an animation section, right? And he was talking about how the Smash Bros. Characters were created, right? And he mentioned how he removed like frames from animations, and some animations literally have no frames. I was like, oh. So I like understood that I didn't needed to like have the full animation to make things work. So I don't know. You need to learn the rules before you know how to break it. Or you can just break it by instinct, like the way I'm doing things. Yeah. Because you see, I noticed this weird thing when I was doing the sprite for the platformer game. I was like, okay, the head looks too big. The arms look too thin. That leg looks a bit off, right? It really slower progress because you're inventing the wheel for no reason. Yeah, probably. I think the issue I have is that classes don't let me like grab the information I want and I can use immediately. They have you like go through this like nonsensical amount of information that is completely useless for what you want to do until you find whatever you need. And then you have another like mountain of nonsensical information you don't need. That's why I don't like classes. I would prefer to be able to just walk up to the teacher and tell him, hey, I want to do this, how do I do it? That's why I'm reinventing the wheel. Because I don't have to go to a whole like bachelor's, master's, and doctor degree to learn how to make ink. Right? I'm like, I don't need all this nonsensical information about like chemical formulas and solvents and whatever. Just tell me the formula for the ink. Yeah. It's really hard for me to find like actual information. Yeah. Animator survivor. Here, let me save that to check it out later. I'll put this here. I will look it up. But yeah, that's the issue I have with most tutorials. Yeah. Then again, a lot of information. And another issue I have with tutorials is that they often like go through very like what to call them, things of information that I know by default that I'm like, duh, that's obvious, right? And like, I feel like I'm wasting time a lot of the time. Yeah. Only if it's like a subject that I'm like completely alien to, they actually help. And then once I like go beyond the very like starting from zero novice level of knowledge, everything else feels like nonsense, just waste of time. Yeah. That's actually why I'm like doing this like series of game development, so I can answer questions live, right? It's not me making devlogs. It's actual like live content you can actually interact with. Yeah. Talking about content you need to actually interact with, let's go to make some games. Mwah.
Hello, stream started. Hello.
Hello. Yeah. So I've been like thinking a lot. Not gonna lie. Okay, let us close this. Okay, thank you. Yeah, that's an issue I have with a lot of that stuff. Okay, so we were making art last stream, but today we will be continuing the other dungeon. I feel like making more progress like this. Let's see. So we were here, right? Let me do a run through just to see what's up, and we'll continue from there. So we go over here, we can see there is a chest there. We cannot cross through this. We might actually go check this way. And you can kinda go through this quite far. Even go down. On the current state of things.
Meowlo.
Hello, Roseblood. Hello. Yeah, you can go all the way to the bottom, huh? Maybe that's a bit too easy. But then again, it's just dungeon 3. You lost 300k at the casino, pero eso que be used on 700. That sounds like an awful trade-off. Ah, I forgot about that. This actually gets you stuck. Huh. Yeah, that's a soft locked. So the trick here is not that. I need to lower this. And to do that, we go over here. Ah! Shit. I fell. That means I have to go all the way down. These are blocked. You forgot how detailed the crystals are? Ah, it got stuck. Damn it. Okay. There is an issue with that. Let me see if I can fix that. Generic stairs. Get melee front layer 32. Get melee front. What is this doing? I'm just grabbing the direction. of the player. Invert the direction of the player. Get its front a distance of 32. Oh, I see. So if you contact... I see. The direction is what is telling the stairs going up and down. Okay. This is the issue here in the code. So I need to grab the direction the thing is facing. Let me see. Photos, image. Why are you not writing? Because this is on the parent. Okay. Open parent event. So, image angle. I need to know more about this. Hold on, let me check. Image angle. Okay, this value is angle, the rotation, the specs measured in degrees, which the right being 0. Or being 90. Left being 180. I don't like the way they set the angles here. Why right? They said right as... That's awful, holy shit. Our current rotation is 0. So that means this is the right way around. At least it doesn't have the angle wrong. I believe every angle here is wrong. I will put either up or down as 0. Why would you put 0 on the right? The fuck? Okay, I believe I have a way to get there, right? I'm pretty sure I made a function. Get direction of, and we have target direction starting. That's just a direction. Get direction of a num prefix. None of those are the ones I want here. A num prefix, melee back, melee front, triangle, invert directions, calculate direction. This has to be the one. There we go. Yeah. We assume we're facing right. Right? Okay. I see what this is doing. Yeah. It could be worse. Yes, I assume it could be worse. Yeah. Okay. So this is really nice. The only issue is that it is not returning anything. Where do I use this calculation? Really? I'm not using it anywhere. Oh, wow. That's very convenient to me. So I can say var res equals here. And I can replace this and then just return red. And I can rename this. Okay, then I can simply use it over here. Let's see. So we have to get our own direction. So var my dear is this. So now we have our direction. From there we get the melee front of our direction. That way we set the location of the player and we teleport the player. Okay, that should fix any issues with the stairs. You know, let's test it out. Ah, shit. Immediate failure. Lovely. I saw that coming. I just happened to glance at chat. How about I introduce an offset? And I will just set the offset over here. Right, we have the offset. By default, I will set it to 0. So it's not like required. You forgot, it actually reacts to Twitch too. Now I'm just going for it. Ah, that was funny. Hmm. So the offset shouldn't be, if I want it to be 0, it would have to be 270? If the direction is right, that would be up is 90, left is 180. Yeah, it has to be 270. So 270 right there. And that should give me the correct direction in theory. If I touch this. Damn it. Why did that go wrong? Hold on. 0 minus this, and we're getting an absolute. So if I want down, $170 minus 270. Wait. Maybe this is wrong. Hold on. So here I'm checking the direction of the thing, right? Oh. This is wrong, actually. Okay. So I need to define the thing here. So instead of doing it like this, hold on, I got it. This can just be 0. It can be 90, just so I don't lose the numbers. 270. Okay. So these are the directions I consider. This is right, up, left, and down, right? So if I want this to be considered differently, I need to grab the distance between the numbers, the absolute. So if I want right to be right is 0, but that doesn't work for me. Right needs to be down needs to be 0. That means no, down, yeah, down is 0. Which means up is right. So this is 90. Up is 180. Left is 270. Hmm. Those are the directions there. So if I want the distance, I need to make it like this. And it would be direction minus this for each. That gets us the distance between the two. And this needs to be in absolute. Cap is the distance correctly calculated to the different points, and that sets the correct directions here. We assume the smallest is there at first. We check if direction is bigger, is greater than this, then we do this. This is checking the distance to up, the left and from down. In theory, that should work. There we go. Look at this. Ta-da! Now there is no chance for you to get stuck. So now the trick for this would be, oh yeah, you can get stuck if you don't jump down here, right? Because this way is blocked right there. So I think I should add a new hole here or something so you can jump down. You might want to make this... Oh, that's a good point. That's indeed a good point. And that's very easy to do. Over here, I just say, hey, invert direction of my direction, right? And I will assign that to the object underscore player dot clear. Yeah. And that would fix that. And now I want to make a room on B2 that belongs to the branch 0. So we make one of these. Branch 0. We need one room. And that is going to be map underscore dungeon 3. What are these again? 5 0 0 0 2, right? And here I need to change the background. Let me grab the background of this. Okay, we need to make a wall. What is the placeholder? Right here. Right. And here I will have a single path over here. There is going to be nothing to fall into. And over here, on this one right here, I'm going to make a hole. That shadow. Oh. So I will just put it on the corner over here. Something that looks like a decoration, maybe. Right, and with that, now we have a way out. Let's test the stairs first. It's not changing directions, huh? Maybe it's because I'm pressing the button when the teleport is happening. Let me test it very, very carefully, actually. What happens if you hold up at the door? This. Yeah, maybe I need like something to disable the player's controls for a given amount of time. hold on. My cat wants to leave the room. I'll be right back. Give me a second.
Thus was born asterisk 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 asterisk, not a memory, not a soul, but the animated mask of betrayal.
For some reason my computer is lagging, which is not a good sign. What is happening here? What is happening? My computer is like lagging so much. What the fuck? Huh. Yeah, there is a bunch of processes that should not be there. The fuck? I might have to run my antivirus. Yeah, something's wrong here. Anyways. That sounds like it's going to be quite a nightmare to implement. For now, let's leave it like this. Right, I was going to check the hole on the room. So we open this. We go through here. Here we are stuck, basically, right? So we need to drop down. by default. If we try to go out right here, this is stuck. So we have to drop again. Ah, shit! There is no door over here. I forgot about that. And that is coinciding with the pillars. That's another issue. Okay. Then let me move this door a little bit lower, because I think that could be interesting if I put it a little bit lower. And I need the 6-2 map right here, and I will have a entrance right here. Because I think that's more interesting. Yeah. Hello, Basil. Welcome. Hello.
Fight boss horse.
Hello. Oh, it actually kind of blocks you a little bit, huh? Maybe I need to move these ones up a little bit. Huh. But I like this setup right here. So I might actually put some walls right here so you cannot go to the right. Yeah. Let me check. I need the 6-2. Ah, so much noise on my side. So here we have a distance of 2 right there. It's actually on this same location. It's just that this sticks out a little bit. Let's assume this is like this, right? Ah, but there is a hole right there, actually, so this cannot be a wall. That's an issue. I could make it like something that kills you. Not that one. This one. Like that. Right? A little bit bigger than I expected, but yeah. Okay. So now that we have this, I can go to the third floor down, and I need to go 6-1. This is the spot right here, and given that we have this there, that means we need water right there. So title water set is about it, this water is really nice looking. It actually looks pretty good. Huh. Self-pleasing. I was just meaning to say that it's surprisingly high quality compared with everything else. Because I don't remember making this water like trying to make the final asset. Okay. So we go down here. We have some blocks there. That means we need them over here also. On the opposite. Really? On the opposite side like that? Can't weigh this too much. Okay. What's above this one? Since I already finished with that. I can close this. And this. And that. This is where I just came. This is the lower part of the third floor. So I want to see what's above it. So that would be this. That and this. So this is above this one. That one is about here. This one. And this one is matching this. Huh. Interesting. This actually matches. Okay. So we have this thing here, right? You know what I'm missing? The boss room. That's why I'm like wondering aimlessly in the dungeon. I want to make this impassable, however. So I need this to be impassable. That means I need to add water. Right here. Have you decided on the boss? Yes. The boss, if I recall correctly, it was a serpent, right? That's what we decided on. Painted noodle? Indeed. Is that what I recall? I need to check. But I'm pretty sure it was The serpent? Let me check. Yeah. Well, it says giant worm. But I was going to make it a serpent. I suppose a worm is more... It makes more sense. For some reason it went from worm to like serpent in my head. Sandworm? Not really. It might be very like, what to call it, misleading, the fact that I'm using water as like a placeholder. But this, you see here, this is meant to be lava. Okay. If there is lava right there, that means on the floor next, there has to be lava also. A regular size snake? Well, it depends on what snake you are talking about, because there are some regular size snakes that are actually pretty scary. And not because they are like inherently dangerous, because they are just that big. Wait. 3701, 801. That's weird. Oh wait, no, that should be there for that. That means this is wrong. Oh, wait. This needs to be right there. That means I need to fix this. Huh. Basically a record boss fight. I wish I could make it something that looked that epic, but not. Not really. This is like asking to be like a wall. Right here. That means over here it has to be a wall. Right? And this is a hole, so over here we need a hole. It was a cartoon small snake. I want... What was the name of that pony? What was the name of that pony? The one from the comedy of King Arthur? What was the name of that? Camelot? You found the video of the boss? Okay, now this is coherent. Now for this one right here. It's still pretty like open-ended. Let me close this. I wanna do the third floor. So I open the tools. 1, 2, 3. So these are the next ones. This one should lead into this. So we need 5/4. We need a bit of magma there. So let me add some magma. That means we also need water over here. Water. Right here. He's just asking to be there. It's funny because we have this here, right? That means... Wait. That means we have something above this, right? And if this is 7... 0, 2... Oh yeah, this right here. Huh. That means here we are missing something. Huh. This one should be there. Right? Because these are down there. That means this one should be there. At the very edge. Like this. Which means there should be a path here. Now I'm starting to feel like the dungeon is designing itself. You put it there now? Okay. I'm going to watch that. Oh. Okay, and this one has this, so we need more water over here. Up to about here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. And then we have a wall over here with one space there. So I need a wall. A placeholder wall. And I need to place a wall right there. This is actually like slowly design itself. Huh. Okay, I believe now this is coherent. Kind of. Let's go for the northern part of the third floor. Okay, so we have this here that should match this, and since we don't have anything like at reference, we cannot add anything. There is this, however, right here. that is basically asking to have like some kind of wall added right here. So it would be right here. Right? It's asking for something like this. The floor above this is 373. So it should be this. So we had to hold at the sides here. Interesting. Why would you want to get in here? Right? Because you can go above here and you can go around it to go in here. There is no reason for you to go get here. Right? So what reason would you have to go in here? Put a hard piece in there? The issue is that it's not hard to get in here, because either if you have the blue or the green switch activated, this place is released to access, right? It's more of a coincidental shortcut than anything. But if I put something down here to give you the motivation to get in that area, then maybe you will actually try to get there, right? So if down here, this cannot be a wall because there is a hole there. So how about I put some water here? We can have something like this. Right? Because this matches this. And then we can go push this down. Like this. In theory, right? That matches this. But to make you want to come down here, I need to make it so you need to get to these locations. How? Right? How do I force you to come in here? This is asking for having to have a path here because this will block you. This means over here you have some water at the edge. The blocks away. Right here on each side. And you cannot go in here. This is the breaking cut. This is asking to be a wall over here also. So I can place a wall right here at this height. Right there. And over here also, it's asking for a wall. Right there. Now, if you try to jump down from here to here, you will end here, right? If you use the holes. Huh. Huh. There is this part right here. Actually, this is more of a central area, huh? Now that I'm seeing it like more cleanly. Hard to recover hard. I don't see why would that be useful. I will do it to troll people. I'm actually very tempted to have a bow in the game and giving like these like incredibly like ornamented chests that look like very important and only put like 10 arrows or a single rupee. It would be funny. Because this place is really easy to access. You got a nothing? That would be funny also. So this is asking for a wall that goes like this. Right? And this is asking me to extend this like that. Or maybe the wall even. Like pushing this wall to here. And maybe pushing the magma fall lower. Like that. In Lisa 3 is a long climb, and when you get to the top, there is a giant middle finger statue and nothing else. That's brilliant and awful. This is asking for a wall also. Right here. Let me check what's above this. This is the 701. So above the 701 is 701 is. So the only hole is there. Okay. 702. 782. That is asking for a wall. That's asking for a code right there. That reminds me of Shantia de Parescurs, dejando anillos like an item. So it goes like, you got sick. You gave away sick. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. I was talking about this, right? I can put walls here, but I think maybe having a divisor like this would be a bit better. Okay. So over here we will need to have that. This right here is asking for to have something right there. This also needs to be worked on. Don't you see Parasicles was like an actual Zelda dungeon? Really? Now I'm interested. Now I'm very curious about that. Maybe I should do like a playthrough of the different Shanty games. That would be interesting. This area right here is very empty. What's above here? Okay. That would be this 02, right? It would be this. Oh, because there is not much here. This is here. Most are level based. I see, I see. So this is asking for something to divide this. Let's make a hole, because this particular area is not very interesting. I'm going to make a hole right there to divide the area, right? There is an entrance right here, right? That leads to the branch one right here. And this has holes. That means there has to be something below here. Hold on. So let me create something here. Map underscore dungeon 3 underscore 07 0004. Okay. So I can adjust the color of the background. I need to add some walls. You know what? This is the perfect location to have the boss room, actually. The access to the boss room. So I can just add a little empty tile right here and grab the boss room door. Where are you? There we go. That's the boss room. You know what would be really interesting? If I put here the most annoying combination of things to get through. Like I could make it so to get here you have to have like a specific combination of the things that is like annoying to get through. Okay. So we have this. That's empty. There is something here. We are over here. We have this. I can disable this. We're using the tools. We have that right there. That's a door I have not like, oh, oops, checked. We have this area over here that is still not developed. We have something here. I could add something here actually, like a chest. Yeah. I can open this. Oh, this is asking for a wall over here. That's important. Then we have this. If you have the green up, you can easily go through here. Right? And over here you have this. That is the access to the stairs. Down here is where the boss room is. Hello, Kilfera. Hello.
Wait.
Welcome. And there is this part right here. Hello. You have to drop into the void to find the bathroom? Not necessarily, but you can do it. It's still on the devlog. You cannot really... Oh, you can actually go through here. Wait, that's not right. I need to modify that for sure. Because if you can go through there, you can go through here. And probably through here also. Oh wait, this is blocking me. I might need to change that. Yeah. Yeah, I think putting something there, it would be a good idea. Right? Because then you have a reason to drop here. And then you can grab whatever it is here. Yeah, that's a good idea. Another option is to figure out a way to move this. Or you can actually go through the edge. That's not good. I might need to modify the holes also. Ain't that lovely? So you would need to get those to be down so you can actually access through here. And that means you need to get to a switch. The only switch here is below. So for that you would need to have the reds down so you can actually have access to this. Huh. Wait, you need red up, right? Which would be blocking you here. The blue you can grab from here. But that blocks this spot right here. This is also blocked. So it's not impossible to actually grab the chest without jumping. If you are smart about it, you can actually grab it fairly easily. Huh. Yeah, jumping is basically a brute force option, indeed. So this place you can go in here. That locks you up. In here you get stuck. So you have to go down here. So you can exit through here. This spot is blocked over here, meaning you have to go in here. It gives you access to quite a lot of stuff. Actually, you can get here really easily, huh? This here is blocking a lot. Huh. That's blocked right there. So basically, currently the right side of the 3rd floor is blocked off. Okay, good luck. Hopefully you won't kill your computer. Yeah, don't break your computer. Don't completely, absolutely destroy your computer. Good luck. Okay, so if we go... Oh, this is actually blocked. Interesting. But here I can actually go around. And I can access this. Which means I can also access this. So in theory I can simply flip this. And go over here. Flip that. And that gives me access over here to grab the key. Then I need to just click this. Go in here. Huh. This is blocked now, but this is open, which allows me to go over here. There is no exit over here. So if the blue is up and this is... I'm basically stuck. Huh. Interesting. Even though the red is available, there is like no way to cross over. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, let me make some things functional. Hold on. First, I need a special layer. Rocks. And pretty much all of the floors. So let's see. I want 1613 is one of those. I will call these drops. Put it below that. That allows me to grab keys now. Right? Let's make this like flow more nicely. So we go through here, right? We can access the lower floor through this. If we want, we can also the access floor 2 also. This place is off limits. That's off limits. That's off part is off limits. Oh, this is asking me to have a spot right here. Huh. Wait. That's important. Hold on. Let me close all this. We will go one step at a time. On floor 2, middle 3. So it should be here. This, we have this. And next to it, we have this. So this here is wrong. Right? So, because this should have a hole right there. Meaning maybe I should connect this. That could cause it to connect over here also. Like that. 3, 6. 3, 6. Your pin installation didn't break just because initiated. Well, it happens. Okay, we have this. Now matching correctly. Okay, so we go in here. We see the treasure chest right there, right? We want it, so we try to get there. Let's assume the player explores first this area over here, right? So I go down, I can see this is open, so I keep going. This area is off limits, basically. So we go down, we find this that is locked also. In here we have a little path. That is also a dead end, right? But this is open right here. That's locked off. But this is open, which allows us to go around. but that is blocked off. Okay. So there is nothing here currently. Can you get the chest while walking 10 kilometers? Yes, you can. It's actually really easy. I'm just checking if everything is like coherent. This is open. That's closed. That's closed on the south. We are open over here. This is open right
Those
here.
who seek the asterisk, 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 asterisk must move like water, adapt, endure, and flow through the unknown.
Okay, we have the north side of the third floor. And we have pretty much a piece of the north side of the middle. And more like the top right and the middle of the middle left of the dungeon available. Okay. So to get to the chest.
Asterisk, 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 asterisk.
We hit this to go in here. Right? We flip that. We can see we have this thing here.
The error message is still misses.
The error message still missing. Yeah. It's because I didn't put certain animations yet in the game. Okay, so this brings us all the way down here. Here we have this opened. That is open also. That is not. So in theory, we reach this place easily, right? So we can go up. But that's locked. So we flip this. We go up. That's blocked. This is blocked. So the only path is going back up. This is open. That's open. This is blocked. So we go through here. This is now open down here, allowing us to reach this. That means I can go over here. Also, so reach that. Reach this. And now we can go across here to reach the chest. Ta-da! And we got the key. So now that we have the key, we want to use it on the door, right? So we flick that, go over here. And if we drop here, we can see this is blocking us, right? We need to flick the red also. This is blocking us, so we need to go down again. That's blocking us. This is blocked. Over here we are free to go through. There is no way to go here or here, so we are basically stuck. Interesting. So if you don't flick both switches, you by default get stuck. Interesting. Okay. So we go in here and we follow the procedure. Open that. Go all the way down. Right, because this is blocked, so you go down. Over here, there is this path that is clear. We need to flick this so we can go up. That's blocked completely, so you need to go up again. Here we can flick the red. Then we can flick the green. Let us get the key. Right here. To open this, we need to flick the green. But we also need to flick the red so we can reach the door. So if we go through here and drop, now we can access the door. Like that. And what's behind the door? The start of the game. Because I have not decided what is going to be there. Yay! Okay, so we had two paths. One where the player doesn't flick the red switch, and one where they do. In the one where they do, they can reach the door. On the one where they don't, they are sent to this basically dead end. So, let's make that door work. This one right here. So I need another room. Map dungeon 3 underscore of 5 or 1. Or 2. I'm missing 5. Wait, what? Map dungeon 3 underscore or 5 or 1 or 3. Okay. Now grab the color. We need the walls. Okay. We need a door down there. Door. Here we go. Now that I think about it, is there a door parent? Yeah, there is a door parent. I can use door. Use door to initiate the target map direction. Hmm. Now that I think about it, I could automate this, so I don't have to actually set them up or anything. Huh. Should I do it? That means risking breaking every door in the game. Okay. I will just keep the code just in case. Just in case, so I can revert the changes if necessary. So first, we need to get our direction. So calculate direction, right? And currently the offset is to 0. Actually, I'm not using offset here, am I? So I don't actually need this. Okay. So we calculate direction. I will save it on a bar there, just to know where we are going. Okay, then we need the melee front. So bar underscore vector equals to melee front. I want 32 with the direction we are facing. So that's the front of the door, right there. To invert this, we simply say direction, invert direction here. So we invert the direction. So this is the back of the door, right? So now, to place the player on the correct position, we use this code right here, where I just say, given the vector we got before, on its X and on its Y, that's the new position of the player. Now, to know which direction the door should move you to, given the pre-inverting direction, we know which way of the map we need to move. So, switch. Given our current direction, in the case we are facing down, right? That means we move the character on set, right? So global dot map set if we are doing that, this has to be a plus plus. The opposite, if we are facing the opposite direction, we need to go down. That means the door is facing up. And this would be a minus minus. In the case where we are facing right, instead of moving on Z, we move on X. And it needs to be negative. If we are facing left, that means we push the player to the right. And then we move to the target map. Right? What is the room transition save? I don't remember that function. We say the money, the mobs, the bomb, the location of the player. Okay. So we can keep that. Go to room, go to target map. That's the map we want to go, right? But if I want to go to a specific one already decided, I'm doing this, calculating direction, the vector, position, go to map from global data. That function is the one I want. Right here. So, instead of this, I use that. So once I change the global data, I can simply TP that direction. Adjust the position according to the front to go directly to the back of the door. And I must always place the door in the correct position. That means over here, target mat and position are no longer required. That could break everything. Let's see how it goes. So first test, I check this over here. So if I go here and I touch this, right, I need to remove the okay, I need to remove the room size from the location according to the okay, that's going to be complex. Okay, then I need to save inverted direction. That is going to be the one I use for the calculus here instead of the other because I need the direction. Right, so I will move this over here. That goes to back. In the case of moving up and down, I'm going to have to modify back dot y in such a way that I need to modify it in a way where if we are moving up, the number always has to be positive, right? So room height minus that. Room height. This has to have the room height removed from it. No. The score height minus this. Wait, how is this being calculated again? Distance plus distance. So basically we draw the current position of the one calling the function, then we add the distance according the current direction. So next we add distance to x. On left we remove it, and we add this we remove. Okay, it's very simple. Okay. It's using the door's position. Actually, I don't need to do this. Hold on. If I make this negative, that will put it on the back by default. I don't actually need to invert the direction. And then I don't need to worry about this. I just need to do a little cap on the vector. So if vector dot x is greater than room width, we simply remove the room width. If on the contrary, this one is under 0, we need to add the room width. And it will do the same for the y, where if we are under 0, we simply add the room width. Not the room width, the room height. Room height. For that should place the player on the correct position. Let's see. So this should put me on the other side of the screen, right around this height. So it didn't work. Why? It did move me to the correct map, right? It just... wait. Did it move me to the correct map? Hold on. It did not. Why? That's the issue. It should be facing right. So this, the map X, should be putting me left, right? Hold on. What's the value of this? Let me use the book mode instead of guessing. Oh, I forgot I put some brakes. I go over here, open this, go over here, and I go in here. Okay, let's see. This is direction 4. Huh. The vector is 16 and y 44. That's correct. Wait. Is it? It should be negative. Okay, hold on. It thinks it's facing down. It went into this. Huh. Wait. That's wrong. Why is this return down? Hold on. Let me redo that. Okay. So we are calculating. Let me see what's happening here. Right is 90. Okay. Let's go through the calculations real quick. So those are set. The distance between direction to this is 90. That's 180. That's 70. Why is direction 0? That should be correct. Wait, the fuck? Wait. Did I misread? Wait. What is this variable exactly? Building properties, direction, speed. Huh. Wait. Oh. Okay, this variable, it does not do what I thought it was. Huh. Okay, I think Huh. Wait. Did I really misjudge that half? Hold on. It does say rotation here, but it doesn't really have like... Huh. Is this actually... Wait. Wait. Hold on. Have I missed... Did I mistake one property for another? Let me check. Ah, wait. You're completely lost. Basically, the variable direction doesn't actually hold the direction the door is facing. It's like a variable that stores the direction it's moving at. But because the door is not moving, it's basically always 0. And because it's always 0, the direction it gives me is always the same one, right? And this particular case, it's giving me the direction thinking that the door is facing down. Which means when I touch it, it transforms me, it moves me upwards, right? As if I was going north, right? So when I touch this, what it does is move me to the map over here instead of the map over here. That's the issue currently happening. So here, what I just did is change the variable I'm using. So instead of direction 4, that is down, now it should give me direction 2, that is right. So in theory, down here, it should go into the right instead of anything else. So there we go. Now it actually went into the right. Yeah. And that gives me that position right there. That is not perfectly correct because I'm stuck on the wall. But now it's moving me to the correct map, which is a good thing. Now I just need to fix the problems right here. So first I need to know what the vector value is here. And what is in here. Actually, I will just put the break over there. So it's almost working. Almost. If I touch this, let's see. Direction has minus 16, 76, which is not good enough. I see, it's because the player moves like a bit into the... Oh, it overlaps a little bit with the door, right? Minus 16. Wait. Hold on. Mini front. So we got the current position. And then we remove or at the distance. Oh wait. If it's facing right, I add the minus. This becomes a plus. So that should work. So if I'm right there, that would be 16. That would be me minus 16. So the amount I should move is not just 1 tile, it should be 2. Okay. That means this is not minus 32. This should be minus 64. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome, welcome. Hello. Welcome. Let's see if it works. So if I go over here and touch the door, it should... Oh, there we go. Nice. So now it's TP into the correct direction. Yeah. This is blocked, so we go down. Over here. Until we should be able to go through here. Yeah. This way we flick that. We go over here, go all the way up. We trigger this. We go over here, grab this. Go across. Use this to get the key. We go back. We flick this. Go down here, flick this. And now we can go over here. Drop down here. And we can open this. Right? And I should be able to just touch this and go to the next room without issues. There we go. The door is in the ground location, but we can do it. Now I don't need to... Ooh, that was close. Actually, like... bother with the doors. Programming them, that is. The distance is not quite there, actually, for it. That should make me fall in the hole. Yeah. Because the door is not correctly aligned. I can just flick this with the power of the book power. Just so I can test this correctly. Ah, shit! This door doesn't have the collider set correctly. Hold on. We want this doorway. I want to find a one-way TP. Sprites. What is it? The rain? Doors. One-way TP right here. This thing has the collider a little bit too big. I need to cut it down. And just about that. Yeah. Ah! I'm still getting stuck there. Huh. That's unexpected. Okay, I suppose I will have to push it a little bit more. Instead of 48, how about we do... I suppose 64 should be fine. Even though I don't want to. How about I go for 58? Oh, I forgot to close the game. There we go. This still is like blocking me in a weird way. Huh, that's weird. That's really weird actually. Why is that like that? Huh. Hold on. Sprite underscore. First one guys, you'll see. Yeah. It is this one. Why does it have like such a weird collider? Huh. I did cut the collider quite a bit. Why is like... Huh. Wait, what's wrong with that door? Hold on. Something's off. Oh. It's creating like a wall behind it. Wait. Why am I creating a wall behind it? Wait. Okay, good night, Ricardo. Rest well. Good night, good night. That's weird. Oh. Well, I suppose this is something I will have to leave as it is. Oh. Okay, at least the doors are working correctly. That's fine. Okay, now that that's working correctly, let's do a little run. So we go in here, we trigger that, we open this path. You can actually cut this. No, you cannot. Or can you? Huh. Let me give it a try actually. When I try to like skip things. Ah, shit, I fell. So let's say I'm over here. This is blocked. That is open. Ah, this is stuck. Hold on. Let's redo that. Assuming I try to do this when I fall through here. So I can go through there. This spot is open right here, but that's closed. This is closed. That is closed. And there is some path right there. I cannot go through there. And if I go down here, I can flick this. But that blocks me, so I cannot really trigger that. If I go up here, no, there is no path right here. Up. There is this, but that is up, so I cannot use it. Ah, there is no way around. Interesting. You have to flick this first. By force. You can maybe jump down here? Oh no, that's blocked. So you cannot really go to this floor over there? You can go across here. And up here. Which means I can go here. Okay, there we go. That's a shortcut right there. Nice. That allows us to go grab the key. You can flick this to go in here. And that gets us over here. This is 1, 2, 3. I need to fix this door. Okay. Doors. That would be on floor 2. Number here. It should be 1, 2, 3 right here. Right? 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay. Also, little drop here is landing below the chest, so I need to alter this. Droppers. So I can move this to this. So the key is not below the chest. Okay. So now we have access to this room. What do we do here? Should I put a little puzzle? Since green is down, to access that, and you need red down. For this room, you only need red down to be up. So I could make two versions of this run. One where the with greens, I can make it something interesting. And I can make another for the blue. Let's see, so holes. And until rain, I can grab my puzzle pieces. Okay, so I will be playing with green here. Okay. How do I need to split this room somehow. So let's make a wall to start with. This one has to be blocked with one of these to show that you need to leave the green to get in here, right? And then we need another one that only allows you through if you have the green down. Right? Actually, I have a great idea. Instead of this, I can use the pitfalls. It's a better representation. Right? So to go up here, you need the greens up, which is not obvious. Yeah. That's a really nice, like, conundrum to have. Okay. We're on the room above. This will let you go down one room if you hit the trigger. That means I can make two paths that go right. But if I set it to go right, that means you will coming out on 6-3, and that would be right here. Actually below that. Right here. You will be exiting right here. Which is not something I want. Because then there is like no reason to go into the room. So I need it to be the other way around. Did I modify this map then? That means I have to modify the one above it also. This one. If I move this over here, that means we will be going to the left. Huh. I don't know what kind of reward I should put here. Because that's like the important thing, right? Why would you come in here? What's the goal? Health? Because we have two paths, right? If you got the green triggered, this path right here will be blocked. And this will be open. HP bar plus? I actually can do that. It would be a nice red herring, I suppose. If I put a chest right there. Actually, let me make the correct layer. Not that one. I need a dropper. And I need one pole drops. So the dropper will be right there, I suppose. And we will have as a drop a hard shard. A special word that makes the... You see, what you're asking me there is to make an entire new weapon. And I have not even made the boss fight. What should be on the over here? Hold on. I'll be right back. Give me a moment.
Element of surprise!
My PC keeps like lagging for random reasons. I think I'm going to run the antivirus after the stream. Okay, that's a good reward. What should it be over here? I think I should invert this. Hold on. I should maybe put this over here. That's 2, this is 3. And just fix this. And I just need to move these ones here. Like that, and I need to go over here, and this also needs to be moved. That's 1, 2, 3. which means this wall needs to be fixed. And we need an actual hole right there. These ones needs to also be removed to be placed on the corner over here. These ones needs to obviously be moved over here. That means up here, this one needs to move off also. Right there. I gotta think of it. I'm missing some holes here. Hold on. Yeah. Okay, now that we moved those there, this matches that. So now that leads to there. Okay. So I want something over here. I suppose I can make a little path right here to the next area. Like that. Right? And then we can make another room. A yellow sign? What do you mean a yellow sign? Have you seen the yellow sign? I have not. King yellow reference? No, I have no idea. Let's make a new one right here. Map dungeon 3 underscore. It will be 4 or 1 or 3. Yeah, okay. Background, open, grab the color. We need to add the walls. Walls. Set, I'll set this thing. Okay. And according to this right here, we need it over here. That's the entrance to this area. So to get in here, you need to trigger the red sign to be down and get the key. So how about I make it so you need to have the red up to continue after this. So I can make it right here. Two of those. Then I can put a wall right here. So it's obvious you have to try to go to here. And I can put a puzzle right here. And the puzzle is meant for you to be able to access this to open the path, right? To open the path here. What kind of puzzle should I put here? We had a brazier, a yellow block. I could use a yellow block. How did this work again? Target expression on block switch. Block switch. Okay. Timer? That would be really nasty. Imagine having something that expawns only after a certain amount of time. That would be quite nasty. Actually, I can make it like this. If I add this as a target, that would be object underscore lever red. So the lever is hidden until you solve the puzzle. And then I can put the switch right there. Do you keep your boss names? Yes, I do. Greg the Lava Semper. I want a stopper. I will put one there. I will put one here. I will put one right there. And then one here. It has to go like that. Is that too much? So you have to go that way, down here, this way. That doesn't fit right there. I need to push this a bit more. So it goes through here to there. That doesn't fit right there either. So like this, like that, up to the right, down, left, up here again, then to the right, then down, here, up, and then to the left. Greg the Lava Serpent? That would be quite the name. Stated the timer 3. Let's put it to what would be nice. 10? 9? Let's see if I can do this. To make sure everything is working. I also need a door right here. So, door. Normal. And I want you down here. Yeah. It's not centered, damn it. I'll just put it right there. And fix this. Yeah. Let's see if this works. So we go in here, open this, click over here, let me cheat. New. I grab this. New. We drop down, there is the door. I open it, go in. Here, if you have the green up, you can actually go over here and grab the shard. But you cannot go through here. So we go over here and we have this. So, pa, 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 pa. Ah, shit. Okay, 9 is not enough. That's for sure. I was like doing the thing as fast as I could. Not enough time. Yeah, I'm missing like 4 kids, so let's up the timer to 12? 15. What? This way. Grab it. Ow. I can still go in. Through here, into here. Let's see. Meow. Ah! That should have triggered, but it didn't. What happened there? I suppose the block should be on this. Why did this not trigger exactly? Object level red, block switch. So this just grabs the triggers. If check for triggers, target none. So we need to set the triggers, which is the block list. Is the block list not set correctly?
It's time.
Oh, it's time. Target over lever red. That should be okay. Lock switch should be okay. Oh. I'm pretty sure it should be working. Hold on. Ah, shit. Ah, damn it. Let's see. That. Wait. Huh? I'm pretty sure that was the correct way to do it. Why? Eh? Huh? Wait. What happened there? Did I move the block somehow? The fuck? Wait, what happened there? Oh, I think I moved this. You probably should add a no clip button for testing process, like holding down control. Maybe, yeah. Okay, that's working just fine. We go down. There. Up. Ah, shit. Damn it. Damn it. Fine, whatever. Pew. That. Up. Right. Down. This way. Up. Right. Down. This way. Up. This way. That should have triggered right there. Huh. Why is that not triggering? Yeah, maybe I will add another 3 seconds or something like that. Yeah, because there it should be triggering. I don't know why this is not triggering. Let me add a few more seconds here. That should be plenty only way, no? Now, what I don't understand is why Tika is not working. Expression, target, variables, edit object, target, instant activate object. Oh, maybe stays there. What is this? Oh, I see. Hold on. I'm using this the wrong way. I see. I can put this on a corner, I suppose. And then I can just grab this thing right there, and I will just deactivate this. Right, if I click this, it should go like that, right? No, it doesn't work like that. Hold on. Yeah, no, that's not it. How do I deactivate an instance again? I don't remember. Oh, like that. Let me check if this actually works. I just want to make sure that actually triggers correctly. So what? Down, left, up, right, down, east, up, there. It doesn't work. Lovely. Ah. Well, we will figure out next time. That's annoying.
Element of surprise!
Oh, maybe I should be using this one. Object post key. This block switch. Target location where I want to spawn it. Well, we will see. Anyways. Hello Spy, bienvenido. Llegas justo al final. We will continue this next time. Yeah.
BTW, I break my Windows installation on my third drive while configuring grub. Somehow. Do speak later so we know you survived it. Just move to Linux. Hello.
Hello. Hello. Okay. Let us stop
It's time.
here for today. Thank you so much for coming to the stream. We will continue this on Sunday. Yeah. Good night. Bye-bye. Rest well. Good night, Kamal Spy. Que te vaya bien haciendo la tarea. Good night, good night. Buenas noches, que descansen. Gracias por venir al directo. Y los veré el jueves. I will see you on Thursday. I have not decided what game we will play. Good night, bye bye, adiós, buenas noches, rest well, night night. Bye bye. Bye.
An Arch user. I still haven't switched to Linux. I need to organize my files before making the switch. Probably going to use something easy to set up, like Nobara. Well, I have 3 drives, so creating a backup for everything wasn't a problem. Oh, nice. I'm trying to back up on an external HDD for cold storage. Wait. My Windows installation didn't break. Just wasn't initialized ... face red droopy eyes. Oof, huh. Can I just get the chest without walking 10 kilometers? Disappointed face emoji. Those who seek them must move like water, adapt, endure, and flow through the unknown. I meant the typo. Yeah, sure, I totally believe you. Yay. Again? Yeah, why no? I just remembered something. I had to disconnect my disk with Linux before doing this. FCK, oof. Now that's another hour fixing grub. Hate myself, Limao. I am completely lost. Hello. Yo, hello. Okay fellas, I need to go sleep. GN at Ricardo Lucoli. Health. HP bar. Or a special weapon that makes fighting the boss easier, like the Storm Ruler against Tricard, Limao. It gives no heat. Used lobotomy, played Howl. Used Sure. Used Surprise Alert. Strong enemy. A yellow sign. Have you seen the yellow sign? King in Yellow reference. Timer. Do you give your bosses names? Greg the Lava Serpent, Limao. Not enough time, it's time. You probably should add a no-clip button for testing purposes, like holding down Control, Limao. Probably add another 1-second grace period. Yay, used Surprise Alert, Ola. Holy EI, DDDD. Sorry bien ocupado salvando materias cage shards. Good night everyone. Spoiler, la tarea de recuperación que era para el 12 no era para el 12. Era para el 10x DDDDDDD. Encima las 8 am. Y. Ta bien, D. Hasta el duck emoji. Good night, bye bye. Bye DDDDD.